Hi, my name is Don Alley at Bu Tactical, and today we're going to continue looking at the Combat Lanyard Identification Badge. Again, this is just a combat lanyard worn in plain sight. We're looking at how to be able to quickly deploy this in the event that we actually need to use this in a protective role. Now, this is out in plain sight. It's in front of you, so you don't have to dig through a pocket or try to get it, or try to access a pocket to get a flashlight or a Kubotan or something like that. So you're able to keep this, access this with your hands right up here in your frame, which is where you're going to want to be. So if you don't have a lot of initiative, the attacker's coming in this case it's Bob, he's coming in, I need to get up in my frame very quickly to protect myself. I need to be able to access this and to be able to deploy this. Once he's on me, I'm not going to be able to start fishing through pockets very easily. So there's three ways to do this, and really it's one way of doing this, but it's three different ideas, and it's all distance dependent. So the first and foremost is if you've got some room, you're way back here, Bob is coming in, I can break this loose, whip this around, and essentially get right up into my protective frame where I can start to protect myself and start to neutralize the threat. But with this distance, I'm whipping this around, and it may hit him, it may not, but the act of it coming at him and him seeing it is likely to make him back off a little bit, see something flailing at his head. It might buy you a couple seconds, as he switches from coming into an attack to actually having to look at something coming at him and possibly switching to a defensive role himself. The second one is a medium distance where we pretty much know it's going to hit him. I've got to deploy, I've got to hit him. Now, this thing's just a drum lock on the end. It's a small piece of plastic. It's not going to do a ton of damage to him, but it's going to sting. It's going to make him think twice about it, but it is going to allow you to get up into your frame. And that's pretty much where you want to be able to continue on with neutralizing the threat. The third one, and this is the close quarter one, and it does take a little bit of practice to be able to get this right, but your attacker's already up on you, you've come to your frame, or you've gotten partially up into your frame. You want to be able to punch, and just the act of punching in can make this whip around, and you're actually able to get up and get the other side of this. So from around your neck, you're just coming in and kind of doing a side strike. It's just like you're whipping this thing around, but we're just turning that into a punch. So you turn that into a punch, that gets around his neck a little bit. You reach up here and you grab this and you get it in place. Now obviously if you can come in and get up here and start doing something to him, then grabbing it, that might be what you need to do. That one takes a little practice, but it's definitely the most pertinent one to get. Again, it's just a punch to the face, and it's a punch to the face. It takes practice. It's a punch in the face that whips this around his neck. Start getting a few punches in there, grab that other side when you can. If you think you can get that punch, and get this around here real quick and grab it on the way through, absolutely. That's definitely another way to do this. So those are the three different ways to deploy this in a fight if you need it. And it's really one way of doing it, but it is distance dependent. So there's three different applications, kind of a back off, an actual percussive strike, and then the close quarter ones where you're doing the strike. And the fact that this thing is whipping around his head is really secondary to you getting this attack off. So that's how we can get up into our frame very quick to be able to protect ourselves for the rest of the fight. I'm Don Alley from Bu Tactical, and thanks for watching.